I froze the moment Ori showed me the pictures. First, the one on his phone, then the Instax. It was me, or what people used to think was me. The girl I used to be. The one with soft hair, the perfect smile, the one who seemed untouchably cute. Blech. I felt my chest tighten, my stomach twist, my lungs didn't know how to work, and suddenly I couldn't hear him anymore. He was talking, but it was like underwater. The words didn't reach me. I bolted. I ran. I didn't look back. I didn't explain. I didn't tell him why I panicked, why my hand shook, why my heart felt like it was trying to escape my rib cage. All I knew was that I couldn't. Not then, not like that. I avoided him completely. No replies to his texts. If we ended up in the same class, I'd sit as far from him as possible. Pretend I didn't notice him. Skip org meetings. Take longer routes home. Anything to avoid seeing his face. His confused expression. The look in his eyes that said he didn't understand what just happened. And yet, here he was, sliding a folded piece of paper across my desk just before class ended, written in blue ink. I stared at it, my chest tightening even more. My hands hovered over it. I knew it would ask something simple, but the question felt like a tidal wave was about to consume me. Are you not going to talk to me? I sighed, my fingers trembling as I unfolded it, and then my mind went somewhere I'd been trying to forget. Before I was Ash, I was kind of famous online. I hate the word famous, but they literally put me on famous birthdays, so I promise I'm not showing off. This was very overwhelming to handle for me at that time, and it's not in a way I could ever be proud of. And saying it aloud now makes my stomach twist with disgust. But I was also famous enough for schools to ask me to speak, famous enough for local cosplay and anime conventions, famous enough for other YouTubers to message me, famous enough for people to approach me only if they knew who I was, famous enough for people to use. But again, I wasn't me. I was a persona, a character, an avatar, a version of myself I was supposed to be. The perfect, cute girl. Sweet, soft, relatable. Like the Powerpuff Girls intro playing endlessly in my head. Sugar, spice, and everything nice. Sugar, spice, and everything nice. Sugar, spice, and everything nice. That's what I was supposed to be, and every time someone complimented that version, I felt like I was choking on my own skin, even though most of the time I expected to be complimented if I present myself that way. I slowly felt comfortable opening up to people through my videos, and I came out. The hate comments at that time were a lot, and it was the only thing I could focus on. But I tried to bounce back. I really tried to. But even in the videos that I made that weren't about my sexuality, the comments would always still be there, saying I should be burned in hell and that I'm the reason why the world is in shambles or some shit. People are way more open now, but back then, I was an introvert who never talked about myself, who actually had a lot of things to say. And the moment I realized people didn't want me in a certain space anymore, I leave. And I did. I disappeared. I didn't really care about how much of a waste the channel was. All I could think about at that time was that people didn't want me, so I should do them a favor and just yeet. I felt like I was drowning and I needed to breathe, and the only way to do that was retreat. Which was so stupid, by the way. Thinking about it now makes me want to slap myself. Why the heck was I so emo? This is probably what I get for watching anime. God! Speaking of anime, when I was asked to speak at an anime convention one time, I wore a cringy free hug sign, and people lined up to get a hug anyway. I'm terrible at remembering names and faces. I'm so sorry. I officially only get 2 to 4 hours of sleep every time there's an upcoming event, and I always appreciate everyone who enjoys the stuff I make. My memory is just shit. But anyway, one of the people who lined up to get a hug was Ori. I guess that was the first time we had met. After the hug, he asked for a photo. He said I inspired him. That was the picture he showed me when I confessed. To be honest, I had forgotten about him completely, and that picture, cause it was some time ago. So I was shocked. As I stared at the paper on my desk, I thought, does he know? Does he know the girl he admired? The one he took a photo with? The one he said inspired him was me? Probably not, since I had discovered the realest me I could be after I disappeared online, I wanted to answer. I wanted to explain, but I couldn't. All I could keep thinking about was that how disgusted he would probably look looking at my current body, especially because he used the me from before as his excuse to reject me. It's not even about the rejection anymore, it's about thinking how I'm wrong. I crumpled the paper in my fist. My chest tightened, my throat burned. I wasn't ready to deal with him. Not the past, not the picture, not the perfect, cute girl he had once admired. I pushed the paper into my bag. I still liked him, sure, but if looking at him makes me feel like I'm wrong, like he could only admire the person I pretended to be, if he was like every single person who left just because of this stupid body, then I can cut him off. I can cut him off like everyone else.